Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the series of 100 interviews that we are holding. And this, I have lost count. I think this is my 10th interview. And today I want to welcome the wonderful Anna Fantasia. She kind of, thinking of her always takes me back to a world of fantasy because your surname is so beautiful. um, yeah, and I think she is a fantastic lady as well for what she does and her beliefs and her passion. And I will hand it over to you, Anna, to share with us who you are and what you do.
Thank you, Shilpa,
Welcome.
and lovely to be here. Well, I'm an Ayurvedic food and lifestyle consultant, and I help people get back on track in regards to their food and lifestyle. Ayurveda absolutely saved my life. It's all about a unique living system that's based around the science of your own body. So for me, it literally saved me knowing what my body is, my body type is, and my mind. And so coming in with the appropriate foods and lifestyle choices was the key for me to understand how I was feeling and to get back on track. So yeah, that's basically it. But I deal with diet management and lifestyle advice and personal health and well-being. So it's all a very holistic approach to people's struggles, I suppose. Yes, so we base everything around the science of your own body, basically. Yes, so we look at the picture. Yes.
Wow, I love it. And also, Anna, don't forget to tell us about your cooking classes.
Oh, well, firstly, I do practice. I know that's something exciting. I do run my practice firstly from home, so that's a lovely way for me to, people just being more relaxed in my home as well. And in the last few years, I've started my Ayurveda cooking classes from home in my kitchen. And that's just an extension of my practice. And because I've been creating beautiful recipes for, firstly for myself, because I've been observing and learning what foods agree with me and don't agree with me. So ones that pacify, ones that aggravate. So this has just been an experience that I've, and creating recipes for myself and others. And now I've, established a beautiful, cooking classes, so I can share my knowledge firstly and share my beautiful creations with everyone else, so they can benefit, because truly it's life-changing. Yes, it can be.
Yeah. No, thank you so much for sharing. And I think it's a very novel kind of an interview today because I haven't interviewed anyone who's so much of a health coach or operates in the health industry. So I'm very excited to see how this interview unfolds. So to begin with, Anna, can you think of what was one of your really deepest and darkest moments in life, which actually which propelled you into action, which actually when the shift happened, when you realized, no, I can't take life like this, I've got to change it?
Yeah. Well, there were a few, but the one I can really think back to was when I started a raw food diet, and that was about 2001. And I just decided I had enough of all these diets, and I just read a couple of books on raw food, and I thought, okay, maybe this might do the trick, because no doctor could help me and no doctor could tell me why I was feeling the way I was. And I was quite emotional at times and physically not well, and just spiritually I just felt not where I should be. but I didn't know where to turn to.
Yep.
So I trusted this, a raw food diet thing. And initially it was quite good. It made me feel a little bit better, but long term I felt really unwell. Just
Yeah, of
more,
course.
I think I created more problems than I did before, and then my friend introduced me, well, she saw me, she looked at me because I had dropped so much weight, and she said, "Oh, Anna, you're just not feeling right. You're not looking right." And she introduced me to Ayurveda, and it was a blessing. Really, it was a blessing. It came to me when I really was in my darkest moments, because I just felt isolated, because raw food diet for me, it just took me away from my family. I had to do separate meals all the time, and just emotionally it really did my head in, and so
Yeah.
I was always in a space-like environment rather than
Yep.
grounding myself, and that's what it was doing to me. So Ayurveda really saved me and brought me out of that depression, I suppose. And
Yeah. So, on that, what's coming to my mind is, what's your take on diets now? Because you've experienced, been there, done that, tried many of them until you finally
yeah,
found an Ayurvedic lifestyle. So, tell us about
I
diets.
think, yeah, well, diets in general, well, one size doesn't fit all for a start, and I think the diets are not sustainable. They're not long lasting. So we need a system that's going to be a lifestyle, long lasting decision. We don't the fads that come and go. These diets come and go. So this is why Ayurveda benefits everyone, because it's a sustainable, unique living system, and it's based around the science of your body. And others just generalize. They generalize, so they don't look at the individual, because we're all unique.
Yep.
So this is the key. This is the key to finding out what truly suits you, because you are the individual. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, wow. All right. So, can you tell us about what else is it that Ayurvedic lifestyle covers apart from food?
Well, it covers your lifestyle choices. So for me, I need, like yoga is an introduction to, my life, because I need the grounding effect for me. So it covers a lot of things, your lifestyle choices, your exercising, not just food. There's too much going on in the world, and we're multitasking. So we need to really come back to ourselves and be more aware, because that's been the missing link, I suppose, for me over the years too. We're not aware of what we're doing as well. We're just doing so many things all at the same time. So yes, we need to focus on one thing at a time as well. So it does cover a lot, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think a great point you bring up there about focus and not multitasking, because I had read in one of the books, and it said that the human brain specializes in single tasking. So really, there's nothing to pride about when you say you're multitasking, because you're actually not allowing the brain what it does best, which is focus.
Yeah, you're defeating the purpose, really, because Ayurveda is just spending and allowing yourself to be who you are, but you're not getting caught up in too many things as well, because this is when we get out of balance. The body becomes not how it should be, and so food is not just the answer. There's many aspects to Ayurveda, and rejuvenation, prevention, longevity. They're the secrets, really, to long-lasting health.
Yeah. So, also, to just summarize this, what's coming to my mind is be more and do less. Ayurveda is the science of being in alignment with your body, mind, and soul. Is that
Spot
right?
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's how it should be, because
Yeah.
we're all out of touch. We we are out of touch with our mind and body, uh,
Mm.
because it is quite. Um, the world is so busy, and we get caught up in that. So
Mm.
we need to just bring it back a notch and find some peace and more grounding, and that's what we need in ourselves. Yes, and
Yeah,
we can be
yeah.
more aware. Ayurveda teaches us to be more aware of our inner body, I suppose. Yeah, inner self. Yeah, can come
Yeah.
back.
Yep. Yeah, thank you so much. And also what I'm thinking is for those who haven't had a taste of Ayurveda yet, and those, who are watching this interview, what would you say are your top three tips for them to start experiencing Ayurveda, for them to create that belief in Ayurveda? Yep.
Well, I think the first one would be your lifestyle. What's going around you. Do you need to change that? You're really busy, and sometimes you, like I say, you're just caught up with everything. I think we just need to pull back. So I think that would be the first thing. Not get
Mm.
too. Yes, we want to work. We want to spend time with our family, but at the end of the day, we need to pull back on on all that busyness. So that's the
Mm.
first thing, I think.
Yep.
And the food, of course, that second one is the food.
Yep.
Look at your choices and possibly seeing an Ayurvedic um, uh, coach or a
Yep.
lifestyle consultant, and they can put you on the right track because they can determine your constitution.
Yep.
And yes,
Yeah, okay. So there's food and there's lifestyle. Is there one more thing you can add to this? Again, if
well, I
you
think exercise, of course, exercise
yeah,
for sure, because not everyone can do the same exercises. Some aggravate more than others. It depends
yep,
on what it is. So I think you've got to look at what's stimulating you as well and what isn't. So we've
yep,
got to look at all those factors, and how they can bring more exercise. What brings more benefit to
yep.
oneself. And that will just clear the mind and or ground the person, and everything falls into place basically.
Yeah. And I think one more thing that I'm aware of about Ayurveda is really, whether you're consuming, whether you're taking some Ayurvedic medicine or herbs or, just for wellness, uh, the results are manifold when you top your consumption with exercise and with even, the slightest lifestyle changes, right? I mean,
Well, it can, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so that's what I was saying. So, when you're just doing one thing, like, maybe just following Ayurvedic diet, your results will
Mm,
go to the next level if you top it up with yoga or with waking up
absolutely.
early,
Yes.
you know? Yeah. So I know like
Yes.
Ayurveda really
Yes, if you
promotes
start
really,
with some,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was
yeah,
just
you
saying
start
about,
with
go
something.
ahead, yeah.
If you
You-
start with something small, implement small changes,
yeah.
you'll see a significant difference,
Mm.
and then you apply, the next step, and that will just bring in more awareness, bring in more balance to yourself, and certainly there will be a difference in the way you feel.
Yeah, yeah. And also, Anna, what I'm thinking is, like there might be so many people who who might watch this interview, and they might not even know if they are the ones who need Ayurvedic input, right? So, what is the kind of feeling they feel when it might be a good sign to explore Ayurveda?
Well, in general, like, I mean, are you wanting to speak about any symptoms that I've encountered? like being ill, someone who's having digestion problems, because Ayurveda is all about bringing the spices.
Yep.
And that's what's going to help
Yep.
aid your digestion. And so if you're having digestion problems and you're not able to even after your meal you don't feel well, you get a headache, or you just feel really flat and dull, your mind is feeling dull, well, Ayurvedic is really going to help there, because we've got to bring in the spices, and that's all the difference in your food. Helping the body build up the immunity, building up your digestion, and feeling so much better. And that's been the key for me to bring more awareness to my body, and clearing all the toxic accumulations over the years, and just building up to a better body. Yes, body and mind and spirit, absolutely.
Yeah. I just liked to listen to what you said, because all these things, sometimes we are just so caught up in our hustle and in living everyday life monotonously that we forget to notice these signs that you just mentioned, right? Like we feel bloated, but we think it's how it is meant to be, but that's not how it is meant to be. So we need to challenge status quo, and believe that there is actually a better way of life,
there is a solution, definitely, because I've tried to ask questions from the doctors, the normal GPs, but see, they don't understand that it is about they have their own ideas, don't they? But and no one could give me an answer why I was feeling the way I was feeling. So the Ayurveda was the missing link for me, and realising that this was what I needed to have in my life, and it's brought about a lot of changes, good changes, and there's been some struggles during the way, but on my journey, because it is the journey. But overall, it's been amazing. So I found my true purpose too.
Of course,
my vocation. I mean, yes.
Yeah,
and it allowed me to express myself.
Yes. Through your cuisine, through your recipe. Yeah, and this just reminded me of a story, and I'm going to mention it here just for the benefit of the people who are listening. You are aware that my elder sister back in India is an Ayurvedic physician, and that's why I've got the awareness and I'm able to even talk Ayurvedic language with you. She had a patient. She had a patient who was experiencing a lot of, menstrual issues. And, within 1 month of having herbal medicines, in her next month, this patient had a painless period, right? So she had painless menstruation. And she called up my sister to complain. She actually called up my sister. Yeah, you know what? So her belief was periods must be noticed. Periods have to be painful. That's how periods are. And if a period is painless, then it's abnormal. So she actually stopped consuming my sister's medicines because she's like, something's wrong. I can't feel my periods.
Oh. Yeah, well, see how people think it's the norm. They don't understand.
Pain is not the norm.
Pain is norm, and it's not norm. Of course, it's not norm. We shouldn't be struggling. We shouldn't have the pain, especially when you have that period, because obviously there's stagnation there. Yeah. So that caused the pain and heavy blood flow. Yeah. So and can I say that I'm not a practitioner, so I can't offer herbs. I look at the food and lifestyle. Yeah. But, any further issues, then I recommend my Ayurvedic practitioner. But herbs have been fantastic for me over the years, and they definitely have helped me and build my immunity. And I don't struggle with well, I'm in menopause now, so I haven't struggled for years.
Yeah.
So that's all come into balance now. Yes, everything's all how it should be.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I just thought, I really wanted to bring in that story for those who are listening to know that, when you're working with Ayurveda, when you're giving it a chance, give it 100% chance, and most likely what it is doing to you is benefit, not harm, right? I mean,
definitely. Yeah, because things take time. I mean, things take time. Like we go through life expecting, well, a quick fix, and that's what the doctor just gives you a pill.
Yeah.
But, your body needs to shift. It needs to allow to release some toxins out of the body and then start again and just bring in good food and nurture it. And so things take time, it has to allow to remove itself from the waste or whatever and allow itself to flow again, within. So, and then allow it to be the body that it should. It's a powerful thing. The body is amazing if you allow it to work. If you put in the good foods and the good choices, it'll last you a lifetime.
All right. Okay. Now, Anna, I've got something, I've got a creative question in my mind. So, what do you think are, maybe even one or two Ayurvedic principles which helps you, or which gives a great tip even in the field of business?
In the field of business?
Yeah, because there's going to be most business owners watching this interview. So, how does,
Well, I think for me, I think Ayurveda has shown me to be not, what's the word? I suppose I can't really pinpoint it. It's like being myself, of course, being my true self, and not being too, I've found my true purpose in what this is my job, of course, now, but not allow me to be too, I suppose, greedy, too forward, it's allowing me to be
materialistic, or not just money.
It's not materialistic. No, it's not. It's not at all that. Because we want all those lovely things, but at the same time, it doesn't make us happier, does it? So I just think for me, it's allowing me to be who I am and not being too. Can't even describe it.
I think what I'm getting from this is, because a lot of business owners struggle with finding their true purpose. So they know they want to do something, but they can't figure it out. What is their long-term passion? What is their big why? And I think you are as good as the food you eat, right? So at least through Ayurvedic eating, you can help your body calm down, and you will be able to channel inside, channel in your internal energy, and reflect, review your vision, your purpose, visualize, do all those kind of what can I say, being things, not doing things. So in business, it's always easy to create a website, to print flyers, to conduct workshops. These are the doing things. But really the being thing is, knowing your purpose. And you'll be able to connect.
Knowing my purpose and practicing what I'm preaching. There's no point telling people when I'm not doing the same thing, so that I need to follow my practice, my inner self, and to trust myself that this is what I need to do to help me function as a person in my mind and body. And then I'm able to teach that to other people because I'm experiencing that. So I hope that makes a bit of sense.
Yes, I think I would sum that up in leadership. So it helps you become a better leader, because
definitely I think I'm heading that way.
Beautiful. Yeah, all right. And I think it has been a very valuable conversation, and I have been able to jot down some real cool nuggets. They are really powerful. And for anyone who's struggling with health issues, or even without health issues, when they're just struggling with, what can I say, just wellness or feeling good in their body.
Just wellness, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And that's when they can actually refer to this interview of yours and gain some inspiration. Maybe it might remind them to take a pause sometimes, and just
Take a pause. Absolutely. Take a moment. Take a
yeah.
moment and reflect. And it's not all about the money. It's just about finding yourself, and
Yeah.
it is the journey. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
rush it. Just don't rush it.
Yeah. And when you're aligned with your purpose, you will have fun on the way, and money can't help but flow into your life when you're just being
Yeah,
authentic.
it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Being yourself, being your true self. And that's the
Yeah.
key. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Anna. We're going to wrap up this interview, and I'm going to stop recording. So before we stop, is there, a last word you want to leave them with?
Well, I suppose I'm going to say one thing. Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place, and opportunities don't just happen. They are created by individuals with focus and direction.
Yep.
And thinking about who you really are, and that will just lead you to the right place. And I just think,
Yes.
Ayurveda has done that for me. And yeah.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Anna. I'm just going to stop the recording. Thanks, viewers, for listening.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you have any questions, I'm going to help you with Anna's contact details, so you can reach out to her if you need help. All right.